Hi folks. So yeah, we're in the Tate Modern. I know. Been here a million, billion, quadrillion times already. But still, I haven't got my music today, so there'll be no dancing. I mean, I know I could dance without any music, as I've proven in not the last video, but a couple of videos ago, where I was dancing on that dance floor in the stables at Camden Market. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that today. Just really super tired, and I want to try and do this because I haven't done an overnight thing for ages, and you know, and obviously I'm in a place that I've been a million times before, I know, but it's just one of the stops along the way wherever we're going to go. So I'm really thirsty now, so I'm going to have to pop into a pub somewhere and get some water, because I'm extremely thirsty right now. Okay, so, but I just thought, well, let's have a quick stop off, because, you know, okay, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I was here, but it is one of my favourite places of all time. It really is. I mean, you know, for a place that I don't spend, like, or at least I haven't done for a good while, because the times I do come, they're usually little vlogs like this, do you know what I mean? And because they're usually short little vlogs, you know, it might seem like I'm here for hours or something or whatever, but you know, if I come here and I'm just coming here for my own, you know, reasons, as it were, you know, for my own pleasure, whatever, then the chances are I will definitely spend easily at least 2-3 hours here, easily. But I haven't done that for a long time, you see. That's basically what I'm trying to say, is that I've come here on a few occasions, and recently, like you've seen, you know, within the last couple of months or so, but it's usually a flying visit, do you know what I mean? Like I say, it's literally, I just come in, do a couple of vlogs. I haven't been upstairs for ages, but yeah, I guess I like to do that more when I'm not doing a vlog necessarily, because I just like to spend my time, chill, relax, just kind of do my own thing, and do you know what I mean, sort of thing. And you know, the thing is, that sounds like I'm kind of cutting you guys out. It feels like I'm doing that, but again, it is amazing. You ask other YouTubers what I'm trying to say here. You ask other YouTubers what I'm trying to get at it. Believe it or not, as much as we love doing this, and I'm pretty damn sure that you ask most YouTubers, no matter what genre of content they're creating, you ask them, and a lot of them will tell you that there are times and moments when they're creating, especially if they're creators that do it as a living, more so I think than somebody like me that does it as, in some ways, as a hobby, in a sense. Certainly don't do it as a living, but so more so people that do it as a living, sometimes it does become like a chore almost, do you know what I mean? It becomes almost like, well, see, let me rephrase that. It's more like there are moments and times when you're trying to create content and it becomes a job of work, well, and for some people it's literal, and you know, the thing is that, like, sometimes in those moments, you kind of, and again, don't get me wrong, that isn't to say that, like, oh, I don't want to do this, or blah, 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 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? It's just the reality of the situation, it's just the nature of the job, or whatever. That doesn't mean to say that you don't enjoy it just as much. It's just that, you know, there are moments when because you're a public face in a sense, you know what I mean? And although, you know, sorry, he scratches his ear, looking very professional and really what's the name on camera. You know, the thing is that, like, yeah, for a lot of people, it's like, I'm kind of stuck as to what I'm trying to say, because I'm not trying to make it out as if, like, I don't really want to do this, and this is just, I'm only just doing this because I've got to, or whatever, blah blah blah. I don't want it to come across that way, because that's not what I'm trying to say, and that's not what I mean. I'm just trying to, you know me, I always try to be realistic, try to be upfront as much as I humanly possibly can with you guys, and just tell you the facts and tell you how it is, and do you know what I mean? And I don't always get it right, do you know what I mean? A lot of the time I put my foot in it, I put my foot in my mouth, you know what I mean, a lot of the time, and do you know what I mean? But that's the thing as well, that's the thing, I think it's important to keep that stuff in, do you know what I mean? A lot of YouTubers edit those things out, do you know what I mean? And, you know, fair play to them, I'm not knocking them for that, do you know what I mean? They want to do a good job or whatever, great, do you know what I mean? And that's fair enough, you know what I mean? I'm not knocking them for that, but, you know, I think personally, for me, can't speak for other people, well, I should keep all that stuff in. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's stuff that I've said, I'm sure there's stuff that I've done in my vlogs that's pissed people off, that's turned them off me, that's made them unsubscribe, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure that's happened countless times, and probably will continue to do so throughout my YouTube life, I guess, is the way to put it, as opposed to career, because it's definitely not a career. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, just trying to keep it as real as possible, for as, you know, as much as possible. So yeah, so basically when I was, God, how did I get into this one? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I do this all the time, I do this all the time, you know. I start off explaining something or talking about something, and because my head is racing, like I told you about the pinball machine, that's how my brain works. It's literally like a pinball machine. So one idea, you know, comes up, and another one fires off straight away, and then another one, and that fires another one, and it's like a cascade effect. It's like flipping heck. You know, no wonder I like quantum mechanics and quantum physics. All these atoms popping in and out of existence and flying all over the place. See how now we got into quantum physics now. How the heck did we get from making YouTube your career or being real and upfront to quantum mechanics and quantum physics? You see how my brain works, how it can leap from one thing to another, but in my head they all connect and make sense. But from the average person listening to me or whatever, I can imagine it's extremely difficult for them to follow my train of thought sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, what? Hey? Who? What? Wait? I thought we were talking about what? Do you know what I mean? I can imagine. I can. You know, I can imagine that. I can appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Because I must admit, sometimes even I have a hard time following my own train of thought. I think that's why a lot of the time I sort of like get stuck, and why I sort of end up forgetting what I was talking about, because there's so many ideas and so forth and stuff in my head that want to be voiced, and they're all cramming and vying for attention, sort of thing, that, like, you know, that one pushes the other out of the way kind of thing. That's what it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, another idea comes in and it goes like, no, me, and it kind of forces the other idea out of the way, and then I kind of like tried to find the other idea and I've kind of lost it for a minute, you know what I mean? It's like, almost literally. Anyway, yeah, so I just love doing my vlogs, mate. I just love doing it, and like I said, my intention obviously is never to insult or you know, in any way, shape or form upset people in any way, if at all possible, humanly possible. Obviously there are going to be times when I'm going to do that at times, do you know what I mean? It's unavoidable, do you know what I mean? I'm going to tread on the odd toe here and there. It's just life, do you know what I mean? So apologies beforehand. It's not meant in any sort of negative, bad way or whatever sort of thing. So anyway, I think I've rambled enough on this one. So like I said, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to go yet. I don't even know. I'm kind of contemplating whether I'm going to spend any time here or not. I kind of want to, but another part of me is like, again, it goes back to that thing about my ideas just firing all the time. I don't know. Right, okay, just for the time being, and because I've rabbited so much, I've probably talked your ear off by now. You know, the thing is, if I needed to do an edit, that's another thing, right? Oh, you see, look, here we go again, right? if I needed to do, that's something I've noticed about me as well, and I find it frustrating about myself, do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, there are times when I need to edit a certain point for some reason, whatever, maybe, well, it could be countless different reasons, I can't think of one off the top of my head right now, but if sometimes there comes a point where for whatever reason, maybe I want to insert something into a clip because I mentioned something and I think like, oh, I've got a picture of that, or I could Google that, or some information or whatever sort of thing, and I want to insert it in a particular section of the video. I've noticed, you see, because I talk so much and because I very rarely stop for breath, and it's very rarely that I give myself enough pause, that sometimes I can't find a natural gap. I can't find a natural, what's the name like, do you know what I mean? You know, I can't find a natural pause which would work really, really well, where I could stop and then give myself that little bit of space to insert something without it sounding too cut off or sounding too, what's the name? And I get frustrated with myself for that. I do. When I'm editing, it's kind of like I'm thinking to myself, oh, for crying out loud, no, that's not going to work there. And it's like, Paul, shut up for a minute. I'm saying that to myself, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, I get it. I can understand how, like, sometimes I can imagine these vlogs are a bit like, flipping heck, Paul. You know, slow down, man, slow down. You know what I mean? It's like, well, alright guys, so yeah, definitely, like, is this a false ending or is this a real ending? Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye for now. Okay folks, so I just had to, I almost completely forgot about the oil tanks. I swear to God, you can smell, doesn't that look like maybe that's oil that's stained, because it looks greasy, it looks like greasy kind of oily look to it. Do you know what I mean? That dark patch on the concrete. I don't know if that is, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I have no idea, but it's interesting. And like I said, the smell, you can definitely smell like what smells like oil, literally. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so obviously, well, I always say that, don't I? Obviously. It's obvious to me, not necessarily obvious to you guys. Oh wow, silhouette time. Oh, no ghost, just a shell. Interesting. Yeah, completely forgot what I was saying. What did I do? What was I saying? Oh, distracted myself again. Yeah, brain's gone to sleep. Sorry, folks. Yeah. Anyway, so obviously I couldn't come here and not visit the oil tanks because the oil tanks are just awesome. I love this place. I love this particular section of the Tate. I just really love it. There's something about this particular wow. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Oh, this is so cool. I've got to wait till this person walks past the door. Right. So look at this. Oh my God, look at that. How cool is that? Oh, Kev, where are you now? Oh, I could do with you right now, Kev. Oh, listen to that echo and all. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, that is awesome. Oh look, and he's not washed the dishes. Look at that, flippin' heck. He's not washed the dishes, man. Oh, that is awesome, man. Yeah, I was saying, where's Kev now? Because then he could film me next to this. I'll just have to get as close as I can to it. Look at that. That's really cool, man. Giant table. And a giant echo to go with it. That is awesome. Oh wow, this is so cool a space, don't you think so? I mean, this was an oil tank, or the remnants of an oil tank, or whatever. I don't think for a minute those concrete walls were the original walls. That, do you know what I mean? Because it'd be lined, wouldn't it? Obviously, do you know what I mean? It'd be lined with like metal and whatever, blah blah blah. But nonetheless, this space was an oil tank essentially. Isn't that cool? That you can now use it as an art gallery. And what an amazing sound it's got. That is so awesome, man. That is so awesome. I love it, love it, love it. That is so cool. And this giant table, oh, look at that. This is really cool, man. Is this the biggest dining table in the world or what? I mean, oh, I think you're not supposed to touch it, yeah. I better not touch it. I just saw a sign saying don't touch. But the flipping, the what's name to touch it is almost, what's the name? Yeah, look. Please do not touch. Which is sad, really. This goes back to what I was saying about interactive art as well. You see what I mean? My what's the name is I wanted to touch it because I want to feel it. I want to feel what it feels like. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what does it feel like? It's a huge, big, flipping representation of an object that we take for granted every day. And I touch a chair every single day almost, do you know what I mean? When I'm in my house, when I'm out and about, whatever. So I know what a chair feels like. But this is an outsized, massive representation of one. And I want to know what it feels like. You know, is it cold to the touch? Does it feel warm? Is it made out of wood? Is it not made out of wood? Do you know what I mean? It's like, flipping heck. Ah, boy, it's frustrating. See, and that goes back to what I was saying before about being a tactile person, you know what I mean? I'm very, very tactile. And the sense of touch is extremely important to me. And that goes back to what I was saying about interactive art, you know? Because to me, I think that's important. It's really important. You know, it's not the same. Do you know what I mean? It's just not the same. It's like, you know, you can walk around an object like that and be marvelled and sort of like, wow, and I was like, whoa, look at this, that's amazing. But, you know, the thing is that, like I said, I mean, to be a part of a piece of artwork, to me, would be, I don't know, I just think it's, I can't explain myself, and I can't explain it at this moment in time, but all I do know, my instinct, my artist instinct is telling me that it is really, really important. Interactive art where you can interact with it and be a part of it and change it and make it a part of you. Do you know what I mean? And I think that is really important. And I don't know why exactly at the moment, because I haven't really, I don't know, I can't articulate it right now. It's more of a gut feeling. It's not necessarily an intellectual thing. It's more about just a gut thing. And my gut is telling me that that is vitally important. It's really, really important for people to be much more interactive with art. Do you know what I mean? But that's just my little take on it. Anyway, and here's that staircase. I love this staircase. I love the sweep. I love the way it sweeps around. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I just love the way it sweeps around like that. Love it. Absolutely love it. What the heck? Something sounds interesting down there. What the heck's going on? As soon as I leave that area, all of a sudden there's some really interesting... Oh, unless it's coming from here, maybe. Actually, maybe. Right. I'm gonna have a little nosy in here for a minute. It's going to go dark now, folks. So, oh, it's coming from this thing here. Look. Oh, now I can dance. So this is called not a ghost, but a shell. Oh yeah, there. Now look at this. This is another one of my favourites. Look at this thing, man. Look at this. See, this is like the proper oil tank stuff, man. It's like, look at this, look. These nuts and bolts, man. Ow, that hurt. I mean, that's cast. That is definitely cast. No, I always say that, don't I? I always say definitely. But to look at it and where the surface is and everything, it's got a look of cast iron. I think it's cast iron. I don't think it's steel, but I don't know. I mean, would you use cast iron to store oil, or would you use steel? I would have thought you'd use steel, something that's much stronger. I would have thought, but then again, like I said, what do I know? I ain't no expert. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Wow, flipping heck, you can't even see that. Wow, it's just a blur. course, that's what this power station used to be called, Bankside Power Station. I've just noticed these remotes. What are these remotes for? What the heck? What are these remotes for? I don't want to press anything in case I screw something up. What's this say? It's got a label on it. What's it say? I can't read it in the dark. What's it say? Light or something? I haven't got my glasses on either. What is that? I'm going to press this one. No? Ooh? No? No? Okay. What about this? See, I don't want to turn it off in case I screw it up. Like I said, I don't want to screw it up. Hang on. What the hell am I doing? Am I doing anything? What the hell? What are these for? What are these remotes for? I want to know what these remotes are for. Why is there remote controls? There's 3 of them. Look, there's 3 of them. So why are they here and what are they for? And what do you do with them? Why is there 3 remotes on the bench? Right, okay folks. So, actually that looks really cool in the background actually. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. That's a really cool background. Right. Okay. So, right. Okay, folks. So, right. Okay. Ah, boy. Right. Okay. Yeah, it is pretty cool in there. Right. That is pretty cool, I like that. Oh boy. Any excuse to do a dance, huh? See, that's another thing I love about coming here, is the fact that I can just dance whenever I feel like it. I mean, I can do that anyway, but the space is just great to dance in because it's a creative space. Do you know what I mean? It's a creative atmosphere. It's a creative place, and just to be able to just do that whenever I feel like it's just so cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Okay, folks. No idea what I'm going to do next. Don't know if I'm going to go onto any of the floors. I might do, but you're usually not allowed to video in them. It's funny, you can film in the oil tanks, but they seem to, like I say, sometimes it seems to vary from time to time when you go. Do you know what I mean? Some days they say like, oh, you know, filming, blah, 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 blah. And then other days nobody bothers and you just walk right past them and they don't even bat an eyelid, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah, but, you know, that's usually the case anyway. You go up there and you start filming and then you get told you can't. So if I do go up there won't be any vlogs of it. So I'm trying to decide now whether I'm going to go up or whether I'll just carry on wandering around. So for the time being I'm going to leave it there and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Okay folks, so yeah, still in Tate at the moment. I just had to go back to that, I don't know, what do you call it? But the little animation thing with the music and what have you. I've just been dancing there for the last, I don't know, 10 minutes. Sorry, I just love it. Oh God, I can't get enough of dancing, I can't. I just can't. It's like, wow, I love it. And the floor is so cool to dance on. It's even better than this bit. This bit is now starting to get a little bit tired, a little bit like it's not slidey, but the floors in there are like they were here when they were first whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, wow man, like it's proper super slidey, so you can do like a really, you know, you can move really nice. You can't slide so much as you used to be on it. One time you could really slide nicely on this, but you can't. It's not as slidey, sadly. I think obviously over time it's getting worn, which is natural, you know what I mean, because the amount of exhibitions, the amount of people, and so on and so forth. But, oh man, I tell you, I wonder if it's a bit slidier over here. It looks a bit shinier. I wonder if it's, what the heck? I can't work out what that noise is. It sounds like a helicopter or something. It sounds loud though, or is it machinery? You know, no, it's not quite as slidey. It's not as slidey as it used to be. It's really slidey before, and you could really slide on it. But it's not. That's not a helicopter. Otherwise, he would have passed us by now. That's got to be machinery. Look at that, it's loud. What the heck? But yeah, but the floor in the oil tanks, interestingly, because they're oil tanks, is slidey. It's slidey in there. You can really slide about, but you can't really slide on this one. It's not as slidey as it used to be, which really helps when you're dancing. It really does. You know what I mean? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's sort of, it's lovely. I love it. I love it. See, the thing is, one, it's dark in there, and two, I'd have to stick it on the tripod. Anyway, let me go and show you the slidey floor anyway. I know we've been in there just a minute ago, and I've just been in there a minute ago and I wasn't even filming. Do you know what I mean? So let's go this way. Yeah, look, but I'll show you what I mean. Whoops. Right, look, you see, look at these floors, right? And that is much slidier, because it's a lot newer, you know? Well, I say newer. It's not strictly speaking newer in that sense. It's just that I think obviously it's less worn, less used. But look, that's super slidey. That's super slidey, you see. And so you can really dance to that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, well, or dance on that, I should say. But you see what I mean about it's being too dark, you see? Well, I mean, okay, you could point the camera that way, you know what I mean? But, you know, but anyway, yeah, so this is definitely much better, and I've just been dancing in there. It's like, I just loved it, you know me, I love to dance, I do, see, yeah, there's a couple of places on the South Bank where I love to go and dance, and the other place is the because that one actually you get a lot of youngsters going there, like from dance troupes or dance class places or whatever, or even doing their own projects or whatever sort of thing. And it's like a little training area or something. I don't know if it's an official. I don't think it is necessarily. You might say it's an unofficial sort of training thing, or say training. I mean, it's like where they practice. You know what I mean? And you usually get little groups of them, and that's in the festival hall. And in the festival hall, like I said, they have this little area. It's at the back of where the main sort of performance area is and all the rest of it, and you get a ton of them down there, all different times. Sometimes you know there's one or two, sometimes it's quite busy down there, sometimes it's actually cordoned off and it's just for them, and then other times you go down there and there's nobody there at all. So it's like, that's another place I love to go, because it's also got like these big full mirrors from floor to ceiling sort of thing, and then you can like, obviously sort of check out your own moves and stuff, do you know what I mean? So that's another place I love to go and dance. I haven't done that one for a little while. I have done it, I think about 2-3 months back, but I can't remember if I videoed there or not. I can't remember if I did or not actually. But Yeah, flipping heck. There are a couple of places where I love to go and dance actually. Obviously Camden Market being one of them, and Cyberdog. Here. Festival Hall. And there is another one. But I can't think off the top of my head. It completely escapes me at the moment. Trying to remember where it is. Do you know, for the life of me I can't think. Can't actually remember where it is now. But yeah,
What do you see tonight?
absolutely brilliant. Right, I guess we'll go out the way we came in. Yeah, okay, so for now I'm going to leave it there yet again, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.